a large crowd, more than 500 persons.
Hey guys, welcome to the Adonis studio, and my name is Hema Adonis. Today we are going to be looking at the insight of Junior Pope's death. This Junior Pope's death has caused a lot of stir on the social media platform. Even in Nigeria, a lot has been going on, and some ex-actors has come out to talk about the issues that is happening to them in the industry. They are tagging the industry as an evil industry. Since then, nobody has rested. You know, Junior Pope's death was sudden and it was heartbreaking. Even the wife could not take it. So his friend came to narrate the whole incident that led to Junior Pope's death and how he was sent to the fetish priest. As from the beginning, they were saying that Junior Pope was rescued from the water and he was sent to the fetish priest to do some incantation. He came to clear out the doubt and narrate the whole incident that happens that day that led to the death of Junior Pope. I'm going to leave you to watch the video about the friend narrating the whole story. But before that, if today is your first time be with me on this channel, I would like you to do me a favor by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Let's watch this video.
I started screaming, and from there, they said we were going to a certain hospital. I didn't know the hospital. At the same time, I didn't want to take the wife there to the hospital. So I can't whine them. They tell her, say, I'm trying to make calls to know where they are. I don't really know where they are. You know, I just try the whine her, make she know. Because she was forcing me. She said if I don't take her to where her husband is, that she's going to jump out of my car. So I was calling some Nollywood women. They will help me hold her now because me, I be man. Not me go they hold woman when they cry. Most times when somebody by man will they console men will they console the man, women will they console the woman. You know, but some of these people we finally got to the hospital. Some of the actors or Nollywood people why they call to help me hold the wife. If they come hospital, they go pass me. Go do video first. At the end of the day, I was still the one holding this woman until later on, one of her friends called me, Mrs. JMO. She called me and said, please wait, what's happening? Is it true? So I bring Junior Pope's wife to her house. We got there, the woman joined us in the car and we went back to the hospital again. So I was still with her, you know, they already took the guy to the morgue. No, he didn't enter inside the mortuary because the mortuary attendant refused and said if he's going to stay here, he can only stay for only 3 days because he died in the water. So at that moment, Regina Daniel started calling me. Regina Daniel called me and said, where are you guys? What's happening? Is it true? She was just crying and just, you know. So me, I tell her, say, you hold yourself. Oh, I'm trying to see how I can hold this woman. So if I'm going to tell you where we are, if you are going to come here, you have to, you know, arrange yourself so that it doesn't get worse for the wife. So it was difficult for Regina Daniel, but I directed her to the hospital, St. Joseph Hospital in Asaba. At this time, there was a large crowd, more than 500 persons in the hospital. And so Regina Daniel got there. Regina Daniel was, she came with her mom and a few other persons. I think they were the first set of people who came and their focus first went to the wife. You know, every other person want to do video, every other person want to do many things, so they will post later. You know, I don't have, like I said in the previous video, I don't have videos, you know, for all of these things because at that moment I don't even remember say camera did for inside phone. You know, so she was in my car, Regina Daniel and her mom, they were with her, consoling her, crying and praying with her and all of that. So while we were there, some person, everyone, see, we had a larger percentage of illiterates in that hospital at that moment. Graduating, they're not plenty. People will get exposed minds, no plenty. People will be civilized, no plenty. And many people were not what I thought they were rather. Many people were not what I thought they were. You know, some people don't might not go into all those details because if I want to talk about those parts, I should say internet will break, but let's just leave it. Let's leave it like that. Because at the end of the day, for this entertainment industry, people they serve God, they very few. Very few. That day I felt like it was only myself. No, a few other persons there. While we're there, she now said she wants to see her husband, and her father refused. Some other persons agreed, some refused. I was of the opinion that let her see her husband. At the end of the day, she will still see him. If she don't see him today, she will see him tomorrow. She will see him next tomorrow. Before he's going to be buried, she will see him. So maybe she was crying and saying that she wants to talk to her husband. If she talks to her husband will wake up. Her husband will listen to her. So finally they agreed. We started walking towards where the husband was. Some Nollywood people intercepted and said no, she cannot see her husband, blah 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 blah. I'm like, why? Is this some form of tradition? What is your reason? Person husband, by make you see your husband body now. At least make she rest, make she agree, say it don't happen. You know, so they refused. After a while, they said okay, she can come now. We were going again, they intercepted her again and sent her back. This time around, Regina Daniel's mom was there always, so they held her and said she has to see her husband. As we were approaching, the next thing we heard, Junior Pope is alive. Junior Pope is alive. JP is alive. One stupid boy was one that started that news. You know, meanwhile, before then, Only Michael was saying that he doesn't believe that Junior Pope is dead, that we can do something, we can do this. He was just trying to come up with ideas. You know, he said he doesn't believe JP is dead. You know, blah, 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 blah. So, he said, even before they brought him out of the river, they said they brought one Babalawo that brought him out of the river, that the Babalawo said the sun has gone down, so he cannot bring anybody from the river. But because Junior Pope is a celebrity, he will just try and do it so that fishes will not eat his body and all that. So that was why the man brought him out. So only Michael was like, this guy is still alive. He believes that this guy is alive. We should try this, try that. So while there one idiot said, Junior Pope is alive. He's alive. His hand was shaking. His body shook. And they saw him. His hand did like this. And the next thing, everyone rushed. This boy, can I get the phone? Let me have the phone. This boy that said that Junior Pope is alive, this boy was not even close to the corpse. Like, he was not close to the body. He was not even close. Junior Pope is alive. And he stood far as people were running towards the body. This boy was recording. He was recording. Like, this was like, it was like a, you know, like a prank us. He just like a prank us. Just the record. So the uncivilized people there, so started hitting him with slippers. He's alive. We're hitting his leg, we're hitting his body, hitting him, using slippers to wipe this guy. We're hitting him. He's alive. Nobody could listen. Okay, that was like the crowd of people surrounding that truck were much. That's what I'm saying. I was not saying, hey, this guy is alive. Can we organize like a prayer chain? We're already in the hospital. Can the doctor come back and check him again? For where 95% of the people there had the same opinion that he should be taken back to the river. That Babalawo that brought him out from the river. We got to finally, he brought him out because the driver of the truck was no longer around. Brought him out of the truck, you know, put him into one Lexus, and as they were leaving, the second guy who was dead is a crew member. The crew members association or something like that now refused and said, this guy, Junior Pope is not going anywhere. If we are going to leave their own person, like they're going to leave their person, Junior Pope is not going anywhere. They now carry the body of their own friend or their colleague, the crew member. They carried his own body and used it to block the gates. It was a huge drama. It be like film. They blocked the gates. So people now say, okay, start another car. They carry that other guy, put in the car, and they sue. How do you move somebody? Let's assume Junior Pope's hand shook that time. No, assume say handshake. So let's say handshake. How do you move him from a hospital to Babalawo? How do you do that? Such ideas could have come from only a demon showing on the screen as an actor. How do you do that? Nobody listened to any of us. Everybody just did their mind. So because the people when they say, okay, make doctor check him and let us be praying. People get that opinion not past 5. So how we're supposed to subdue those many other people? And so since they already left for the river, we had to follow them because his wife was with me. Prisoner Daniel's aides also joined my car, you know. Prisoner Daniel, they moved, they just started to stay in the front so that they follow me. So they followed me, we got to that place. They carried him straight to the Babalawo houses, like up the hill. You know, you had to climb and climb and climb. We got there. By the time we're getting there, over 1,000 people were there already. Anyway, so we got there, they put him near a fire. The Babalawo, I think he called some other Babalawo to join him. Blah blah blah, many things. I don't know how to do those things. Just laid him down there. I said another time again. That same idiot, I said his hand shook at that time. Went to that place again and said, the hand, he shake now, he don't go. Everyone says he's alive. And this boy immediately left. The next video this boy made, this thing was happening at Nebu Marine, Anam River. This boy made his next video at the DBS Road. Because if you check one of those videos, you will see the banner of my show, the billboard of my show. My billboard no dey Marine, my billboard dey DBS. The one showing in that boy's video, that DBS Road the day, front of just after First Empire, before House on the Rock Church. That one. So this boy was making videos, giving reports of what was happening at the Babalawo house and at the hospital while he was on DBS Road. I can't remember the boy that very dark man was talking about. So I don't want to mention his name. I know people making case worse. So this guy now said, this guy was making video that he's alive. Everyone started posting he's alive. To the point that even the AGM president, without proper verification, posted that the young man was alive. Later on, he deleted the tweets or the stuff that he posted. So they tried all they could, Junior Pope did not wake up. There's a part of the story I can't say here anyway. There's one side of it that I cannot say. So that one is for it's too deep, but no Allah. He left that place and he came back to the hospital. He did not believe it. Went back to the hospital. The crowd, before they reached us, the crowd already did. At this point, the crowd increased again. And so People were struggling. Doctors could not even do anything. Crowd was much. People were trooping into the hospital. You know, it was not even like the hospital compound, like the main hospital Ganga. People were trooping in, crowd. Even we carried the wife, we don't even see space. So myself, Regina Daniel, her mom, we came back. And so Regina Daniel came down from her car and was trying to make her way into the front. So I think those people at the front, they had not seen her before at that whole scenario. They saw Regina Daniel and started screaming. As they were screaming from that front, the people behind thought that they were screaming that Junior Pope is alive. Those people behind started shouting.
All right, you all have heard the story that the friend of Junior Pope narrated. He said a lot, and he said some things that day that Junior Pope was rescued from the water and sent to the hospital, there was one particular guy, excuse me to say, he said one foolish guy that said Junior Pope is alive. After the person spent about 3 hours under the water, and you know, the person cannot, a human being cannot survive under the water 3 hours. So you say like the person hands shake, and he was saying the person hands shake, so they have to rush him to some fetish priest because the people over there were, excuse me to say, were illiterates. A lot of them, they don't have like they don't have the educational background to realize that okay, this is what is happening. So he said the people over there, the people that are educated are only few, like they are not up to 5. So the people voice has overshadowed their voice, so they has nothing to do. And even the hospital was flooded with over 500 people. So the doctors even could not work on Junior Pope that leads to his death. He narrated the whole thing. What do you see about this happening in the Nollywood industry? What do you see? I'm going to leave you to leave your comments in the section. Whatever you think about this sudden discovery of how Junior Pope died and the friend's narration. Thank you for watching Abdoni Studio.